Hi guys, it's Chris with Citygirlhomestead. I'm sorry about the live today. We really thought that it would intermingle both channels and that both channels would be notified and everything, and that's not what happened, so I do apologize. So, thought I'd bring you along for just a little bit of my prep for my dinner tonight. So, over here, I have some beef gravy, and I'm just going to put it on low and kind of let it do its thing. And then we're going to need refried beans. So, I'm going to use the container that actually came with it. How about that? See how that works. Look at that. I like mine to stay a little bit chunky, so I won't do it up too fine. Yummy, yummy, huh? Alrighty. Let's throw that in the sink for now. I forgot to turn on water for it. So, I am making wet burritos tonight. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what I did with the scissors. The kitchen's been such a mess all day today, so not sure what I've done with anything. I'm going to use 2 packages of my hamburger. And then if I have any left, I'm going to save it and I'm going to have little burritos all week for lunch. Which I have to tell you guys something. I ordered burrito shells, right? And they came and they're like taco shell size. I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? That's not mixing anything. So I was like, that's just not right. So I'm going to let this get warm for a minute. And this has got just a little bit of pink left in it, so I'm going to let that cook for a minute. This is such an easy recipe, and you guys are going to love it. So let me get this warmed up a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now my next step is, and usually I use mild, but they didn't have any, is I use a can of enchilada sauce. And then I'm going to put those beans in there as well. I used to do everything separate, but honestly it all gets mixed in together anyway, so why mess up all the dirty dishes and everything else? So and that way, if you want to use it for warm-ups, you got one container and you just put it all in there, you know what I mean? So we're going to mix all that sauce in there, all the beans, and the hamburger. And we're going to let that get hot. This really is one of the simplest meals. And if you pre-cook your hamburger, it's so much faster. Alrighty. There we go. And I'm going to check on our gravy here. This is just regular brown gravy. I know you guys are going to be like, why are you doing that? But it's really good, actually. So we also need to have some tomatoes. So I'm going to chop up a few tomatoes. Alrighty. Put those in there. Perfect little chunked up tomatoes. And we need some onions. Let's put that in the bowl. I could have probably done a second one. My first onion had the brown stuff inside of it. So good thing I had some burrito shells in the freezer, because those things they sent me were not burrito shells. Those were taco shells all day long. But we'll use them tomorrow, so that's okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so now to assemble my burritos, they're kind of not in the best shape because they've been in the freezer, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Tom will eat too. How he does, I have no idea. So we're going to put that meat in the center. I don't know how he can eat two of them. I have never been able to eat, usually, not even the whole of one. So, how he eats two, I have no idea. All right. So then, sorry guys, you see my face. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in there. A little bit of cheese in there. And then we're going to do some lettuce. An onion. I actually used to make these burritos for a restaurant called Wooden Nickel Flipside. And they love my recipe. Alrighty. So we have that on there. So now what I'm going to do, even though they're kind of falling apart already because they've been in the freezer so long, I'm going to fold them up into a burrito. Pull this over. Look at that. A little tear never hurt anybody, right? Tom's taking care of all my jars. I've gotten some at auction and stuff. So he's out taking care of jars. He said he's going to put me in canning jail soon. And I says, well, I'm emptying them up as good as I can because it's almost canning season again. Alrighty. And there's our wet burrito. I know a lot of people put different sauces and stuff on them, but I'm telling you guys, once you do it with the beef gravy, it is amazing. Everyone that's tried it, they're like, are you kidding me, gravy like that? And then when they try it, they're like, oh man, that is so good. And then they start cooking it that way. So I'm going to get mine together, and then I'll have Tom and I at the table to do a taste test. All right, there's Tom's burritos, sour cream, and my homemade salsa. They would love it with the gravy, wouldn't they? Mm-hmm. It adds such a good taste to it, doesn't it?
Adds a little extra flavor.
Everybody's like, no, you don't want to do that. And it really does add a lot, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Well, he hasn't put it down, so I guess it does a lot. All right, you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing. Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
And again, I'm sorry about the live today, you guys. We'll make it up to you next week. All right, bye-bye.